Something I hear from my clients all the time is that they don't have time to prep. Now, I am a coach who makes it as easy as possible for my clients. Now, of course, that means some sort of prep, whether it's prepping your protein for your lunches, cutting up your veggies, getting them ready for dinner, just making it a little bit easier for yourself. But when it comes to snacks, I do believe that you can buy pre-made snacks that are healthy. But of course, there's so much on the market, especially when it comes to pre-made muesli bars. Now here I've got 4 muesli protein bars, whatever you want to call them, all bought straight off the shelf. And most of them look like that they would be a good choice when you're in a fat loss journey. So let me compare these two. So we've got a Carmen's Oats and Fruit Nut Bar, which most of us, I think, would probably go for this if we were in a fat loss phase. Then we have our Maver's Low Carb High Protein Chocolate Mint Biscuit. Now this sounds more indulgent, so most of us would put this to the side and say, let's go for the healthier option. This is where you're wrong. This, guys, 200 calories. This, 100 calories. This has 3 grams of protein, where this has 11 grams of protein for 100 calories. Guys, this would be the one that we would need to pick if we were in a fat loss journey. It also has hardly any carbs and only a tiny amount of fat. Then we have a roasted nut bar, and then we have our Fiber One milk chocolate popcorn bar. Now this, guys, is so high in calories because it's got nuts in it. Nuts are a great source of fat, but when we are in a fat loss journey, we need to eat for volume, and nuts are just way too calorie dense for the size they are. We can get our vitamins and our minerals and our good sources of fats from other foods. We don't need to eat nuts. Now this one, we're getting our little chocolate hit while being volumized with popcorn, which is a really low calorie option, and then also has 5 grams of fiber per bar. For less than 100 calories, guys, this would be the best option if you were choosing between these two. So then we're going to choose which one is the best out of these two. Now, this one is slightly lower calories than our chocolate mint bar. But in saying that, this, guys, has 10 times the amount of protein than this one. It is also higher in fiber and lower in carbs. So we are going to be consuming an extra 20 calories, but we're getting 10 grams of extra protein in that. And that's where I see really good value. So don't be fooled by mislabels and all the things that say high protein on them, because a lot of the time they are not high protein. And guys, that is the perfect example of when you say, but I don't eat that much. You probably don't, but the foods that you're eating are too calorie dense, and a few simple swaps like that will get you closer to reaching your fat loss goals. And if you just have absolutely no idea what the hell you're doing, get yourself a coach. I will have a couple more spots released in about 3 or 4 weeks. So if you're wanting to jump on my team, then please DM me and let's talk and figure out a plan that we can work together and get you closer to your goals and get you learning about nutrition, macros, and everything that you need to know to maintain your weight loss.